To Thursday, and the ACCC took Coles to court for doing exactly what we've long suspected.
The consumer watchdog is taking on Coles in the federal court in what's being labelled the case of the century.
It's the case of the century.
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 The case of the century? Unless Coles is selling poisoned beef Wellingtons for $5.99 a kilo, I don't think so. So what did the supermarket giant do wrong? Well, it all starts with the words of a little song we all know and love.
Down, down, prices are down. Down, down, prices are staying down.
It's a down, down.
It's a down, down.
Down, down, prices are down. The official national anthem of the independent republic of Coles. But contrary to what the status quo jingle or their big red pointy hands suggest, for Coles, down, down doesn't mean down, down. Hell, it doesn't even mean status quo.
The supermarket giant is accused of misleading shoppers with fake discounts.
And basically they're saying that Coles increased the prices on 245 different products for a short period before dropping them again. That's a dog food example they led with yesterday, where for 296 days it was $4, then for 7 days it was $6, then it was down to $4.50 for weeks afterwards.
So Coles argued that down, down actually means up, up, which is great news because at the self-service checkout, I argue that organic trust tomatoes actually means brown onions. It's all interpretation, that's all. Having subverted the whole down-up paradigm, Coles lawyers started riffing, and before long, things got pretty existential.
There was this great line from the Coles council saying, "In the end, all prices are temporary. Nothing lasts forever."
Yeah, man, I get it. And maybe Coles minis are real-sized and we're all giants. You ever think about that? Things got worse for Coles when the court read emails that showed even their own staff knew what they proposed to do was against the spirit of down, down.
There was also an interesting email that talked about staff being shocked about what was happening and saying, well, we should go to the ACCC about this. And counsel for the ACCC said, well, that's exactly what they should have done, but in fact they didn't do that.
Yeah, that's what they call in the business getting caught big red-handed. Now, if the ACCC are successful, Coles could face more than $100 million in fines, although they have asked if they can pay in flybys. To Friday, and it was time for British police to take out the trash.
Andrew Mountbatten Windsor has been arrested.
This is nothing short of historic. 6 unmarked police vehicles arriving at Andrew's Sandringham address and entering the building, taking him into custody.
Andrew's been arrested. Prince Andrew's been arrested. F***ing awesome.
Oh, he has to pay for whatever he did.
Well, he looks like a nonce. I know a nonce when I see one.
Now, for those unfamiliar with the term, nonce is short for no longer a prince. But while Andrew has faced accusations of sexual misconduct with underage girls for more than a decade, incredibly, that wasn't why he was arrested.
Andrew's arrest is not related to his leading accuser, the late Virginia Giuffre, or the sex trafficking ring run by Jeffrey Epstein. Instead, it's the information Andrew was privy to as a UK trade envoy. The Epstein files appear to show the then prince was forwarding on to the disgraced financier confidential and sensitive government reports.
Finally, someone in the Epstein files is being held accountable for trafficking sensitive government reports. Well, hopefully this brings long-awaited justice for the documents. Regardless, Andrew's arrest was an indignity that came as a rude shock to the former prince.
The tabloid The Sun claims to have had a royal source who heard when Andrew was kicked out. He apparently said, "I'm the Queen's second son. You can't do this."
Now the police have had warrants. They're able to go and check even further, find out what's on his computers, his laptop, his phone and what's in the cloud.
Newspapers around the world bearing the shocking image.
Look at that picture. For a man who said he couldn't sweat, he looks to be sweating to me.
That is the face of a man who forgot to clear the search history on his laptop. The arrest itself is truly historic. The last time a royal was arrested was in 1647, when King Charles I was accused of high treason and later beheaded. The same King Charles who married a 15-year-old girl, and I bring that up for no reason whatsoever. But while nobody is talking about beheading Andrew yet, there are moves afoot to bring even further consequences to bear.
The UK government is now considering legislation to officially remove the King's brother from the line of succession to the throne.
Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has written to his British counterpart saying he'd back any plan to remove Andrew Mountbatten Windsor from the line of succession.
On paper, he could still possess the crown, 8th in line after Prince William and his 3 children, and Prince Harry and his 2 children.
Hey, never mind the line of succession. I'm not comfortable with Andrew even being in the same graphic as all those children. By now, we've become accustomed to Andrew being stripped of one of his titles whenever a new scandal drops. But with no titles left, except possibly the defendant, how should we refer to him now? Well, I submit the testimony of his former bodyguard, Paul Page, back in 22.
His official code, so if he was to come into the palace, he would call his call sign was Purple 41. But he did have a nickname, but it's a bit rude for me to tell you one I'll tell you, but you're not going to be able to air it. It was just called... Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
It was called...
For those unfamiliar with that term, it's short for currently not a prince. Saturday and the final weekend of the Winter Olympics in Italy. And while Australia celebrated its most successful Winter Games ever, there was a shocking development in the Games' biggest scandal, known as...
Penisgate.
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 Allegations that top ski jumpers have been enlarging their penises with hyaluronic acid. The larger the ski jumping suit, the greater the lift, the longer they'll stay in the air, the further they will jump.
Ski jumpers injecting their penises with acid to get more lift. It just goes to show the girths some athletes will go to win gold. When the scandal broke, skiing officials dismissed talk of penis injections as a wild rumour. But this week, an insider blew the Penisgate whistle.
One plastic surgeon has spoken out, claiming he injected a ski jumper just last month. The doctor told USA Today that he treated an unnamed athlete and that the result was immediate.
Yes, the result was immediate and spectacular. For the unnamed athlete known only as Skinocchio. The other controversy rocking the Games was the record-breaking speed with which the Olympic Village ran out of essential supplies.
There's a new problem in the Olympic Village. They've run out of condoms.
I already know that a lot of people are using some condoms or maybe just taking them to give to their friends out of the Olympics because it's a kind of gift for them.
Why would anyone want an Olympic-level condom? If anything, they're only going to make you finish faster. So, it's a good point. So, how many condoms did they actually use?
I think 10,000 have been used, so 2,800 athletes. You can go figure, as they say.
Oh, I did go figure, and that's 3.5 routes each. And the rest lost to breakage by a certain ski jumper. But the real outrage is that while some athletes are going through condoms willy-nilly, there aren't enough for competitors in the event that truly needs them, the double luge. Thank you for your service. Moving through to Sunday, and the person who will be most disappointed to see the Games come to an end is Today correspondent Danica Mason, who absolutely went for gold.
Carl, I don't know how to respond to that one, but literally the price of coffee over here is actually fine. I'm not sure about the iguanas. Where are we going with that one? But anyway, she is just one of those athletes that you keep in their mind and you just look at them and go, what an inspiration.
No, Danica, you're the inspiration. The Today Show's producers faced a tough decision: send her back to the hotel to get much-needed rest, or cross back to her over and over and over again. Thankfully, they did the right thing.
Danica, it's like a snow globe.
We had a driver this morning who said, I said to him, you know, obviously there's massive snow on the horizon. He said, no, more of an impact to our lifestyle. And I said, you know what, that's actually a good way to look at it. Fingers crossed as well for our season opener in Las Vegas. Very different conditions to what we're experiencing here in La Vineyard, and you can start to see the amount of snow that has...
OK, Danica, thanks so much.
It is incredible. Oh, my God, that is so cold.
Our presenting team will stop at nothing to give you events, even when events aren't on.
Wowee! So, congratulations to the Today Show's Danica Mason. With that kind of dedication to the craft of presenting while drunk, who knows, someday you could be host.